Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Okay, now what do I click?
What's up, everybody? I am Big Lovin. With me, as always, Don DellaSnooch and Dragon Buddy. Welcome to EscapePod, a place where friends gather to talk all things geek. The Wi-Fi ain't strong, and the pants are fucking optional. Blankety clank, bitch. Penis as well.
Hey, Tyler's here.
What's up, dude? He showed up. He showed up here. He had to have a good time. Not long time, just good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we give you. Couple stroke, you go leave. You
Love
go
your
buy.
strong time.
Yep. Triple penetration. That's what we're
That's
doing.
what we're giving you here. Hell yeah. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Penetrate while you menstruate.
Yeah. So we'll hit the prostate and you milk you quick. You'll be gone. You're welcome.
Happy
Well,
endings.
Yeah. That's what it
Or
is.
unhappy, depending on what your
Right.
personality is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry it's not Asian ladies. It's a bunch of middle-aged white dudes, but hey, that prostate will be milked.
Huh.
There we go.
So we got that going for you, which is nice.
Every once in a while, he says something there. I'm like, nope, that's the thing that's going to make me crack.
That's necessary.
I can usually keep a straight face, but once in a while, I'm like,
Yep.
This is nice. We're in the studio. I mean, DB never really left. Neither did you, but I'm in here. We're in the environment where we're both free flowing, talking.
free
It's not
ballins.
wanting to strangle Kelly, yelling through a fucking video game screen.
Damn it, Kelly.
God damn it, Kelly.
It was better last week.
No, she did a lot.
She got better.
She got so much better. But I'm
Mhm.
still the spiders. I got the tape to review. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, with them spiders.
You're like, I'm just gonna stay here. And you keep wandering off.
Even the
I'm
next
staying
round
here.
of spiders. Because didn't the next round of spiders fucking wipe us?
I get so frustrated just watching the
Yeah.
one clip.
We were like, let's not go that way. Let's go this way. And then we went this way and we were like, this is worse.
yeah. No, that one was your fault. You're like, we should go through the web. I was like, oh, look, we got it. I was like, oh, Eldritch Blast this
Yeah.
shit. I got it.
Yeah. Never do that again.
Can we
We
go
go around
through? That was not the place
Around.
level fucking 2 needs to be.
No, we're definitely like I think that we needed to fight the goblins in that city.
I'm sorry, I'm so good.
And 2, we needed to fight the goblins in the
I'm
goblin
not good.
village.
Johnny Sins is good.
And then we would have had enough
Maybe.
Maybe.
XP.
I don't know, man. Then when them little fucking spiders came out,
well, the little spiders, they only take one shot.
there was a lot of them. There's a
Yeah, but
lot.
the shot they give is like,
And the fucking damage we took before we got to them
Oh,
little motherfuckers.
That was where, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That was awful, dude. That was fucking awful. But no, in all fairness, like Dragon Buddy said, Luna Girl did get a lot better in the last episode that we played.
Right.
I am looking forward to the next episode because we did pick up Karlak, right? Karlak or Carmack? Karlak.
Karlak.
I'm hype on that. I might have to fight Dragon Buddy for character-wise.
Mhm.
Or, I mean, Ron Jeremiah, Johnny Sins, and Karlak. That's
love is love.
a thing. That's a thing. I think
Right.
we can put that on a t-shirt.
right.
Yeah.
We're
Like,
shipping
I like
the hell
that.
out of that triad.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm here for that.
Karlak, Lizelle, and then the other Stormheart or whatever.
Shadowheart.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh.
the 3 of them.
Oh, and we just
wow.
watched
Mhm.
like with popcorn,
Uh-huh.
like
Oh,
Dungeons and
yeah.
Dragons popcorn.
Triple
Tag each other
triple
in.
penetration.
I like this. Is a very good idea.
They can all give themselves low 5s.
No, Chris, we are doing sports, but not for a while, and we're definitely none of us are fucking talking about the Phillies. So that's just not happening for you,
Yeah.
sir.
The
I love you. You're a good man. Hey, check out Chris Forsyth's YouTube page, man. He's been doing a lot of unboxing shit from his Star Wars Japan, Star Wars
Mhm.
Celebration Japan. He's got a lot of. He had fucking Star Wars cookies, bro.
I saw that.
Star Wars Japanese
Right?
cookies, dude. Fucking get it,
That's
dude.
cool.
Fucking so go check out Chris Forsyth's channel. I think it's just Chris Forsyth, man. It's on YouTube. If not, go to our Facebook page. He's been dropping links in there, so you can go
yeah.
scooch, get through there, do what you gotta do. But lots of cool stuff, man. I like all that. He got pins and stickers, bro. he had me hooked on that one. I'm like, I'm in, dude. I'm in. So what up, Dub? Oh, see, look, we'll probably talk Lions. That'll happen, Chris. Philly, not gonna happen. This is as much Phillies talk as you're getting right now. We're giving you this
because it's gonna.
I hope you let nobody else gets this but you, Chris. You get the Phillies talk, right? We're done with it now.
How come the fucking East
hit
Division?
The button if we're gonna talk fucking if you're doing it.
Hit the button.
It's time for Sports Talk with your hosts, Don Juan DellaSnooch, Brady Lovin, and Dragon Buddy, here on the EscapePod.
It's necessary. See?
Here,
so officially, hold on. Phillies. There. We said something about Phillies on Sports Talk on the EscapePod. So you get Chris.
Well, honestly,
right,
I'm just looking like, how come the East Division of the National League sucks? Like the Phillies are on the top of a pretty soft division.
I don't pay attention much until postseason. I'm gonna be 100%. I'm not that much of a baseball fan at this moment in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It comes and goes through waves.
The Dodgers just won, doing good.
Yeah, they're doing steady. So I'm waiting for postseason for them.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a couple embarrassing fucking losses with the Dodgers.
You're welcome, because the Tigers did beat the brakes off of San Francisco.
Dude, I got to go when I went with my daughter for her field trip, bro. I got to watch. I have a video of the winning run, the run batted in, the RBI that ended up winning the fucking game.
Oh yeah,
I got a fucking video of that. I need to post it, but I feel like it's so irrelevant now because it was
right
beginning of June. But whatever.
Do it. Bring them back around.
Dub said, "Oops, I'm sorry. I thought he said NFC East."
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk a little bit about pro football too.
A little bit. I don't have shit to talk about pro football. No, because it's like,
dude.
Because one, in all fucking honesty, our audience could give a fuck about what's happening in spring training when it comes to the Raiders, just as much as most of our audience. Dub would care about the Lions. You and Dub would get that if Richard's here, but for the most part, nobody really gives a shit other than the people who like said team. So I don't give a fuck unless there's a trade or somebody got hurt and I'm like, oh God, you know what I mean? That's my only at this time in the NFL sphere that I give a shit.
Is there right now though in the NFC East? There's a 4-way tie for first.
Wow,
you're fucking ridiculous, bro. He's like, I'll take anything I can fucking get.
It's a good day.
It's the only does this cross the streams when it comes to Travis Kelce and George Kittle do the tight end with the retired oh my God, he played for the Panthers. Olson, Greg Olson, right?
Greg Olson,
They did tight end university, right? Whatever. That's not the important part. This is the important part. Taylor Swift was surprise guest. Ended up playing at this fucking thing. They all thought it was some other country singer. He even thought he was a surprise guest. No, bitch. Taylor Swift shows up. She's a surprise guest. Not you, dude. Nobody fucking cares. She only played one song, but like, of course, it's fucking Taylor Swift. So
Taylor Swift is a star at the level of like, if she walked out on stage during a Post Malone concert, Post Malone would sit the fuck down.
Wild.
He would go and give her a giant hug.
It's wild. I find her on she's one of those rare pop stars that has that gravitas because they've held it for like a Michael Jackson. He had that gravitas.
I was going to say the same thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. That's but I don't know. I'm just kind of being fun, just kind of fucking off because I know a lot of people can't stand Taylor Swift, but if you go back when that whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing started, the dating started happening. I have fucking 3 young girls. I have 4 girls total, little girls. I got one who's in her 20s, but the little ones, they really started getting into football. So like, I don't listen to your fucking hate when you start talking about Taylor Swift and like, I'm not here for it. You can have your football opinion. I'm cool with that. I hate the fucking Chiefs, dude. I'm a Raiders fan. Fuck the Chiefs. But when it comes to the whole Taylor Swift shit, like it brought me and it still brings me joy with my kids, my girls. So this isn't
anything
the place for you.
Is a fucking beautiful thing.
What's that? Yep.
Anything that brings that kind of connection.
Yeah, right, dude. Bro, have you seen I know you've seen them on TikToks where like the dad is watching his talking about baseball, was watching his son throw his like first strikeout in an MLB game.
Yeah, dude, I seen that.
yeah.
I fucking love I don't know if you only love those because you're a parent. Like, I wonder if you're a single dude, Chris Forsyth, I don't know if you have kids for sure, brother, but I assume you don't. Like, do you ever see those? Do you get the fucking, because I get the feels with that shit.
Right there.
And I have 4 girls and only 1 boy, but I get those fucking feels, man.
Yep.
I love that shit, dude. I love that shit. It's the best, bro. It's the fucking best. Sports talk. You got more football stuff? Because I got sports talk stuff, but
I was gonna say that the Tigers
I was gonna get to you, Dragon.
are killing the game. They're over 50 wins already.
They're the dude. I think I'm gonna use that. Do you have any baseball?
Me?
You think my baseball?
Okay, I'm gonna use
No
that.
baseball.
I think eventually the Detroit Tigers are gonna start turning into your new NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
They're a young team. They start building grassroots. They come up through their fucking all their way, and now they just won an NBA championship. I can see that if the Tigers put in the work and they keep the personnel and just keep feeding them and going, I can see them being in that. And that. Yeah. I'm not saying for sure. This is just bold, hot sports take, whatever. Especially for a guy living in fucking Michigan, but known Dodgers fan. So, but I could see that happening, man. But yeah, Oklahoma City, 2025 NBA champions. Heartbreak to it was a Game 7 win, and Tyrese Halliburton fucking tore his Achilles. I think it was not ACL. He fucked up his leg. He's out. He got the Kobe Bryant thing, right?
Right.
And it was like this could have been a game, dude. Like, and I'm not trying to take away anything from Oklahoma. They deserve this. They were the best team all fucking year. Had the best players. MVP,
oh, they had the buses painted. Like how
they were ready, but nonetheless, old boy got hurt, and that's just I hate to see that, man, because I've been saying I'm always for a Game 7. Yeah. Hockey, World Series, what the fuck ever. Give me a Game 7, dude. I don't give it.
Everything on the line.
Yeah, dude. And it's awful because he's the best player on that team and he went down with an injury. You never want that. That's not how I want it to go. I want to see the 2 best go mano-a-mano at the top of the fucking key. One's fucking there on defense. That's what the fuck I want to see. You know what I mean? So, but I say all that to say we do a lot of broad, weird fucking sports on this fucking show. So you get a little bit of NBA, it's a smidgen, and you might get the Phillies. But fuck, I gave him another one. Son of a bitch.
2?
I didn't mean to.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Now he can have AI say whatever he wants to have Brady say about it.
Oh yeah, and he can get it to dab
too.
You
should do that though. I'll talk to it too if you want me to, dude. Let's fucking make this happen.
Oh man, somebody just bought a Never Dab Again t-shirt.
My sister.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I sent this video I saw on TikTok. I was from ESPN. This kid does like a triple backflip, like just a standing double, triple back. I can't remember double. I think it is.
Right.
And I'm like, holy fuck! That reminds me of my oldest younger brother. He is he can fucking do crazy shit like that. So I sent me and my brother and sisters. Me and my sister and brothers have a group chat called Lovin' Sibling Mafia. And I sent the video, and I don't know where I was going with that.
Backflip.
Yes.
Dab again.
Dab again.
Oh, my brother sent an emoji about the dabbing. I was like, as you were, I'll allow it. And then my sister's like, whatever. And I'm like, well, if you really want to be supportive, you should support your. And I sent the link to my sister's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm buying one right now. So my sister fucking bought one. She bought a green one.
I love it.
Is that what it says? Did it tell you what it was?
It just says it's a Never Dab Again.
It's a green Never Dab Again.
That's awesome.
Fucking shirt. So,
Chris,
Chris has a cat. Yeah, dude. Yes, it's not the same. Cats fucking take care of themselves. My girls do not take care of themselves.
Chris has living.
They do not take care of themselves, Chris.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You had a cat. You tried to compare it to kids. I can't have that. I'm just not. He didn't, but I took it that way. I know you're a good dude, Chris. I know you probably didn't, but don't.
Good Lord.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah,
Free.
you do.
No, I
Free.
don't.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't.
I'm here for it.
Chris, if you just want to have a cat kid,
No,
that's okay.
but don't dress it up.
No,
If
you don't.
Put little sweaters
put
on
little
it.
sweaters on it.
If it's a hairless one, I can agree with that.
No,
But if
no,
your
just
cat,
man up
if your
and
cat
sweater
is
your
fucking
cat.
fur, you do not put her.
No,
No,
you
Well,
sweater
don't
your
tell
cat.
my cat.
no, no.
You get him a little Michigan jersey. They can walk around the house.
I really think my cat would give me the finger.
Yeah, see, he's financially stable. He can
Financially
get cat
stable
food.
to have a furry little murderer in the house.
Yeah,
I have 3.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
financially stable. Is that what that means?
That-
1 means you're financially stable. 3
Uh-huh.
means you're a fucking moron.
3 means you make bad decisions.
Yeah, you are a
Bad
horrible
decisions.
person. And I got 2 dogs. Get out of here.
I can't afford that.
Oh man.
So here's a sports thing I wanted your take on. FanDuel. So
Yes.
FanDuel, they have a parlay starts getting talked about, goes around on the internet. Everybody jumps in on the parlay.
Yeah,
They
the kid-
lose millions of dollars in this parlay. FanDuel down. Immediately goes in and changes the rules. It says, we have the right to say, hey, if this is talked about and stuff, we don't have to pay you on big payouts. Or everybody that hit gets the one guy's payout divided up amongst everyone else. Who took
Good
the same
Lord,
parlay.
really?
What? That's
Dude.
what we're doing?
I think FanDuel should go away now.
Yeah.
If that's where we're gonna. First of all, like, it's gambling. It's
Yeah,
all.
like I have to take my loss.
Yeah, why the fuck don't
You
they
don't get
have
to
to
change
gamble?
the rules because you lost now.
yeah, like we're the house.
Oh, I
so
lost.
we
No,
got to
give me
change
my
it.
money back. I didn't want
Oh,
to
well,
make that bet.
we didn't know that this was being circulated online, and had we known, it would have changed the odds. Well, that's kind of your fault for allowing the parlay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
It's
a valid
like
option.
when I went to the casino,
then how do you make the odds if you don't know what the?
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
they make it up.
And make them
yeah.
up.
What the fuck?
I went to the
Yeah.
casino and I won a bunch of money. And I wanted to flip out, and the dealer like got over the table real quick. She's like, sit down and don't move. I'm like, okay. He says they
Yeah.
won't pay you if you leave the table.
That's wild.
And,
as fuck, bro.
I was
That's
sitting there
crazy.
the whole time, like my heart's jumping out of my chest. I'm having,
You're like, what did I do?
Anyway. But after sitting there for like 10 minutes while they discussed whether or not they were going to pay me up in the booth, I'm sitting there going, what do you mean? there's a chance I can win and you still don't pay me?
Right.
You decide what the rules are after I win?
As
You've
we're
never
going
really
along here,
been excited.
There's
and
no
I've
sign
listened-
that says you can't get up from the table.
Yeah, right.
right, right.
See, that's the bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
That's how now you're gonna.
That's
lose
why the
one
house always.
minute
It's
to
always
you.
all gambling is always directed towards the house is going to win. I mean, just,
Right.
that's how it is, and you get the payouts here and there, but they're going to win overall. But when you
Right.
keep changing the rules to make sure you keep winning overall,
Right.
Come
That's just shitty.
Well, then
as
people just
FanDuel,
stop.
like I would say, if anybody isn't,
I won't use FanDuel for sure.
if you're not moving to the other online betting sources, you're kind of silly because
Yeah.
FanDuel just said, "Listen,
We'll take your money if we don't
if
like
a bunch of people got together and talk about doing something and they make a whole bunch of money together, well, that's not fair because they put money down on it and expect it to win."
I stopped using all of those sites anyway because I felt like they were all set up to like let you win a little bit and then make sure you don't win for a long time and then let you win a little bit and then make sure you don't win for a long time. Like it feels way more fixed than even being at the casino.
I don't bet other than the Super Bowl on those.
Yeah.
I'll me and the wife make a bet. What do you want? We do some of the silly bets and shit like that.
We
Yeah,
average
that's
going to a
couple of
casino
strange
once
parlays.
every
Yeah,
like
just weird.
year.
What if somebody kicked it off their foot and it hit somebody in the ass? We could win
Ooh.
$3,000.
We put 10
Right.
bucks down on that.
Put $10 on.
You're going to take a boiled potato up the ass.
Right.
Exactly.
The jerky boys show up at halftime and launch. boiled
Holy
potato.
shit, dude! I'm a
I
fucking
knew
rich
it.
man.
Oh,
In
I
general,
just won $3
I've
million.
It's just honestly, I haven't been to a casino since we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hit a spot in my life where I'm like,
I enjoy,
like I'm gonna gamble on the cruise ship next week.
Right. I enjoy
It's fun, the atmosphere, the drinks.
Yeah,
you know, you got the lights.
I enjoy doing it with the bros. Like doing it with the bros is fun. We're sitting there.
We go like once a year to the casino, and you know we're gonna drop this much, and then we're always gonna go 100 over what we said we're gonna drop, and then we're gonna break even, go home. Either way, we're gonna have a few hours worth of fun. That's
what me and the wife will do. We'll go sometime in the next 3 to 6 months,
right?
Because we'll go once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time we go around her birthday or my birthday because, well, it's used to before the fucking pandemic. We'd go to the fucking buffet.
Yeah.
Because you get the birthday and it was buy one, get one half off or some really good coupon for the buffet. And I get to go get seafood because my wife doesn't care for seafood. So that was the night we would go. Seafood night, man. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. That
still pisses me off of all the shit the fucking pandemic got rid of. Buffets, dude.
There used to be a great one at a Best Western where it was like lobsters and steaks and prime rib, and like they were like pandemic. Like, we can't do this.
You know what made me upset when I realized, like, and I've known, but like it really hit me because of the buffet thing. I'm like, the big boy is gone in town, and that they have the breakfast buffet there.
Oh,
get fucked, bro. Get bacon, fucking French toast.
The big boy in Chelsea closed too.
See, that's just
that's sad.
Buffets, bro.
You know that I was thinking about that not too long ago too. Like, there is so much that during the pandemic, corporations decided, hey, you know what? We're just going to charge the same amount for everything. We're just going to give everybody less of everything.
Yeah.
And because they're accepting it today, they'll just keep accepting it. And they weren't wrong. Like, everybody's still mad.
Well, think about how many people are
doing anything.
They're working from home now, and like entire buildings are no longer needed to be rented. Yeah. Electricity, all that other stuff, because it's all taken on by the guy that's working from home.
Mm-hmm.
And yet none of those prices dipped because they're saving money.
No.
Nor did it transfer out to the workers to.
I went to Walmart the other day, and there was 2 lines with at least a dozen people in them waiting to use self-checkout. And I'm like, what the fuck? There was literally not one manned checkout in the whole place.
I just, honestly, people need to get over that. Eventually, they're not going to have but one aisle so you can get cigarettes and for handicap.
Well, that's fine.
That's what's going to be. Eventually, it's going to be. But they're, because it's going to get past all the people who care fervently about it.
Oh, yeah. We'll die off. The ones that are like, nope, I'll go to a person.
Because there's a few. You see them. They're begrudgingly standing in fucking the long line to go through the aisle with the cigarettes. They don't smoke. They don't want to fucking be there. But they've only got these 2 aisles. Eventually, a lot of them have given in already.
Right.
And then eventually, it's just, you already see at Meijer now. It's just like Walmart. That the middle where there used to be tons of registers, this is where all the clearance bullshit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where the seasonal fun July 4th fucking cheap ass beach balls go.
Well, we have a Target like that though, because there's like one self-checkout. Like,
they're all getting to do that. It used to be just Walmart that was the only one like that.
And then they have like 1 or 2 register operators if you're lucky. But that line will go all the way down. And it's one of those like, we're at the point where I get it. This is the quick thing, but it's no longer the quick thing.
Right. No, that was what my next point was.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I waiting in line for not a person?
Right.
And you don't have the training to scan that shit done.
Yeah. If they got 12 of those scan machines and there's people waiting in a giant ass, buy more fucking scan machines. If you're not gonna fucking let me just check the fuck out with a person, like, don't fuck me on my time too, you fucks.
Right.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm so tired of
I'm already ringing it up and bagging it and handing.
Yeah. Going back to the pandemic, taking shit away from us. No 24-hour Meijer. Walmart. No more 24 hours. Shit is open, dude. Like,
it's 1990s again.
It's a gas station. Is the only 24-hour fucking.
Yep. And if you're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only
we
the
only
big
have like
ones.
2 gas stations.
Yeah.
The ones that were known for 24 hours.
Yep. It's like the
They're no
early
longer
90s all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit annoys me, especially as early as we go to work.
Mhm.
There's sometimes like I was thinking, I went in on a
Right.
weekend. I was like, I'm gonna just go in and get some Meyer and go get some donuts.
Yeah.
It was on a Saturday. You can't do that on a Saturday morning
Mm-hmm.
because they
Yeah,
don't.
they're
If
open
you're
at
going
7
in
or
early,
something.
if you're going in early, because early for us on a Saturdays, you can go in at 5, so we can leave at 10, or you can leave at 11. We have different range of time, but you want to get there as early as possible. But you can't go in there, get some donuts for the crew that's working. Just kind of a, hey man, let's have some donuts. Fucking sucks. We're here. Just kind of taking care of people. You can't fucking do that anymore, dude. And that blows because we're here on fucking Saturday. Here's some fucking donuts. No, I can't.
So here's where my thought process was going with that.
Oh, he went on the Googles, guys.
So in
Googles.
1990, there was 248 million people in the United States. In 2024, there was 340 million.
Mm-hmm.
So there is almost 100 million more people, and none of these people are working in these places at night.
No.
We had more of we had more like me in the 90s working Kmart.
I have an important question. Did that hurt the stripper market too?
Ooh, I don't
Because
know.
like OnlyFans and shit like
Nobody
that.
asked that question.
That's an important question, right?
Well, I know a lot
Because a lot of these bitches now, I'm sorry, I said that. I didn't mean that. That's fucked up, but whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Bitches.
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 Woo!
Where are the bitches?
No, I can do this in the safety of my home.
Yes.
You can't, I know you can't touch me. You can't follow me unless you're the fucking weirdos who can get into the fucking internet things, whatever.
Mhm.
But like, why not? And
Right.
then I can crop it to where you don't see my fucking head.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't have to go to a strip club where some dude might follow me all the way fucking home.
Right.
Fuck. I wonder if that fucking took a dive, bro.
I bet you, because I know that like we have 2 clubs in Jackson that aren't open anymore. So that's half of the strip clubs in town.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, that's right. 3. No, 2 of them have closed.
Didn't they close Potter's too?
Yeah, Potters and Keeters.
And the Little Max.
Yeah. So no, I don't know if Keeters closed. Keeters did close,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
dude.
if you really
Yeah,
think
Little
about
Max,
it,
too.
Dr. Don's famous door closed like a handful of years ago too. Maybe
If it was close enough, I'm just saying. I bet you that shit killed it, dude.
yeah.
I wonder if prostitution took a hit.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Skeezy dudes be skeezing.
Yeah, you want to fuck. Like, you ain't trying to fucking jerk.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. See, we ask the important questions
Yeah.
here on the
That is an
Escape
important
Pod.
You want rub tug?
Yeah, dude.
The Red
You're like,
Tide.
how the fuck are you guys Star Wars related? We're fucking in our 40s, bro.
You don't think that motherfuckers be getting rub tugs and
On
Tatooine?
Tatooine?
Well,
I
look,
bet you-
Jabba
Of
had
course not.
chicks
Yeah.
on chains.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. You know some filthy shit was
Oh,
happening.
Yeah.
dirty stuff.
Filthy shit, bro.
Big wet
And
hickory stuff.
fucking
what do
the
you
lady,
think Maz Kanata used
the
to
ladies were doing it too, bro.
do? Mm-hmm.
Leia just didn't have those outfits. She was those outfits.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
Maz
saying?
Kanata ended up with them extra eyeballs.
You gotta have them,
Right?
Because sometimes
Super
you gotta
pink eye
zoom
from
in on
Princess
some
Leia.
fucking alien peen.
Yeah.
You don't know it's gonna fucking rockstar status you to another
Mhm.
fucking galaxy.
Yep,
bro.
next
Gave her
thing you
space
know-
pink eye.
Woo! But that's why you got
Cool.
the goggles. You're safe. You saw the peen. Blast off.
Yep.
I like it.
Check it
Yeah.
out. Bing,
Yeah,
bing.
yeah, dude.
Bing, bing.
Hit a button, dude. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
It's movie time.
This is going to get interesting.
I got a
Movie
movie.
time. It's movie time.
Motherfucker. I had a sports one too. I just didn't look at my notes.
What was it?
Bing
Go
bong.
ahead. There's no rules.
The Air Jordan 40 has been released, the image, and it is one of the nicest looking Air Jordans
Is it-
that he has released in a long fucking time.
Oh, it's a shoe?
Yeah, Air Jordan 40. Look at it, dude. Not a Jordan.
Well, that is looking good.
What's the Air Jordan? We
It's-
can't talk
They're
about
Iranian.
it. It is fucking sexy, dude.
They are.
That is a good looking shoe, man.
Oh.
Right?
That's a good looking
Yes.
Like the last set.
No, that's not. They're right there. The white one. The white. Nope. Down. right there.
These
Yeah,
ones?
yes.
Those look kind of iterative of a different version of.
They got elements from the Air Jordan 5 and the Air Jordan 14. There are parts.
Because don't you have a pair that kind of look like that?
I've had they steal. God, those are sexy. Those are sexy, dude. I don't know what.
They're out of stock. You can't have them.
And they're out of stock. And they're gone.
Motherfuckers.
Here they are. All they're gone.
But they would work perfectly with some fucking Stormtrooper cosplay stuff. I'm just saying.
Get it wet. Get
Yeah.
it wild.
That's true.
All right. Some movie news.
Movie news, friends. You got it?
First off,
go.
I am still hype about
Ooh.
Superman coming out next month.
I am too, dude. And you know what? I'm more and more I have faith in James Gunn, dude.
Yes.
Just listening to him talk and then listening to the people around him talk. I'm excited. I feel like he's actually putting thought, real thought. He's listening to what the fans want. He's hearing them. So I like it, dude.
Down
He don't
for
want
it.
to rush Batman. He wants to make sure he's doing Batman right. He understands it's already a Batman in the universe. He doesn't want to confuse that with the Batman that they want to do. So, like,
Right.
I left hand
Hey.
salute with that shit.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's DC. The only place you can really go is up.
Yeah.
Because they've been lacking. Love the Batman. I thought that was a nice direction.
Oh, I
coming
really
out.
enjoyed that. a
Like
lot.
I love this. So we get the light side with Superman and the dark side with Batman correct. Then hey man, this could be a new era for DC.
And from my understanding, that's what Gunn's focusing on. He wants to get the Trinity right. He wants to get the Wonder Woman, the Batman, Superman.
I think big, but don't go crazy like Marvel.
Yeah, you don't need exactly.
Like don't reach out 5 years and from now to bring in a guy that shit, he slapped his wife around, really?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited. I know we're talking about covering that. Me and this guy have been talking. I know we haven't brought that to you, but I figured you'd think that was going to be on the radar
Fuck yeah.
anyways.
I want to go see it.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's Superman. Like, especially
Superman.
for us, I still think we're of those
Dude.
ages to where like Superman was one of the first
Was
and only
huge.
fucking ones we ever got to
Christopher
put a VCR
Reeve
tape
flying
in, and
around.
that's the only superhero
Yeah.
movie we had for years. Superman 1, 2, and 3,
And it feels like they got the tone right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my thing. It feels like the tone is right for the character, which is what's been missing,
Yeah.
since Christopher Reeves.
so I'm excited.
It's true.
I'm definitely excited for that.
I never did understand people's pushback on, Superman, he's just a Boy Scout. Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Yeah, he's
Always been a
the
Boy
good.
Scout,
He's
though,
the
like-
light side of the good.
Yeah.
Just
Same
but,
thing with Captain
that's
America.
His character, exactly. That is the character of Superman.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a Boy Scout.
He is. He's the front page cover of your hero news. Meanwhile, Batman's doing everything in the dark at night.
Because if he's not, he's Homelander,
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Or worse.
Point.
or a lot fucking
'Cause
worse.
I don't know if you noticed as those seasons pushed on, Homelander has some limitations that Superman just don't have.
Dude, yeah, well,
Right.
the first fucking episode shows you his weakness.
Right.
He can't fucking stop the airplane.
Yeah.
He can't catch it. Superman could just hold it.
Yeah.
We've watched him do it in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Superman Returns, he does it
He catches an
Yeah.
airplane in
in
that
the baseball field.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Superman Returns.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
We covered that one, remember?
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
I forget that actor's name. I like him a lot.
Brandon Routh.
Yeah, Ralph.
Because he also reprises his role in Superman on the WB and that fucking
Yeah.
whole show going on
Yeah.
there, dude. He plays a couple different iterations of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love Superman, dude. I was a
Superman's good.
huge fan. I will still too. I love Smallville. I still haven't finished season 10 because if I finish it, it's over, and I can't have that. I can't know that
Yeah.
because it's not over.
I liked
It's not over.
what was it? Lois and
Lois and Clark.
no, not Lois and Clark.
Yeah, you did. I did too. Dean Kane's a fucking
No,
stud.
I don't.
Dean
No,
King.
no.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd fucking massage his glutes.
What was the one that just came out? Superman and Lois is what it was called.
Yeah.
I liked that one until they changed the guy that played Superman.
Oh.
And I'm like,
hate when they do
I'm
that.
done.
That's not Clark.
Yeah. I was like, all right, guys.
Damn.
I'm a firm believer if the main character is no longer available to do the thing for whatever reason, it's
You should
over.
probably kill it.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Because it ain't never the same. The only time they ever got away with that was when they changed Rhodey and Iron Man.
I think it worked one time. The first when you went from Michael Keaton, like you could do that like the one time
Right.
you did it. Like this isn't fucking James Bond.
Yeah. By the
Right.
time they went Clooney, everybody was like, "What?
What
Why?
the fuck is going on?" Right.
Yeah.
We can't do that here, guys. We can't do that. Let's not do that.
Let's not.
So the next movie that I kind of am hype about, me and Aaron are going to go see
Ooh, I
it
wanna
this
see
weekend.
this
It's a
too.
new Wes Anderson
Yeah.
movie, The Phoenician.
The Phoenician scheme.
Phoenician Scheme. It's
Okay.
got fucking ScarJo in
I've
it.
seen tons
Oh,
of
okay,
commercials for it.
Benicio del Toro, Bill Murray, Michael Cera.
Yeah, that shit
Tom
looks funny
Hanks.
as hell.
Yeah,
Looks good.
I like Wes Anderson.
And here's the thing: is I'm not like on Wes Anderson's jock. I can't sit here and name other Wes Anderson movies. I'm gonna be 100% with you.
well,
But if you were like, "Oh, he did this movie," I'd be like, I'd have an opinion on it probably.
yeah,
But just from the commercial, this shit looks funny as hell, dude. It looks goofy in that kind of.
mhm.
Oh my god! If he did this movie, it like Big Lebowski-ish kind of
Right.
way. Like some of the cut scenes in Big Lebowski, that's what this movie kind of gives me that vibe.
So here's some Wes Anderson movies.
oh, okay.
Asteroid City,
The Life of
That one's
Aquatic,
really good.
Rushmore.
Isle of Dogs, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
I never seen Moonrise Kingdom. The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Did you ever see that?
I've seen some of it.
Life
I had-
Aquatic.
I torrented that movie.
Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Royal Tannenbaums, Rushmore.
That movie's fucking wacky weird, bro.
She's my Rushmore.
Oh, Royal Tannenbaum. I remember getting that. When
Bottle Rocket. You ever see Bottle Rocket?
I was heavy into DVDs. I think I just bought Rushmore just to have it.
Right.
Yeah,
Bottle Rocket was
vaguely
super
I
good.
remember Bottle Rocket. Vaguely. I know I've seen more clips of Bottle Rocket than I actually remember watching the movie.
There's Wes Anderson to me is a Artur
yeah,
in
he's
the
got-
same way that I think that Quentin Tarantino is. Different style,
He
but
has-
I mean
it's
that
a vibe.
art. Yeah,
There's a vibe to his. There's a feel. You're like this.
this is a Wes Anderson.
Yeah, you're like
joint.
this is somebody, and you say their name. You're like, yep, that's it. Yep, that's that
Uh-huh.
movie. I get that. Yeah. Life Aquatic is in his top 10.
Dude,
we
it's
should
a good
do
movie.
that.
Yeah,
We should do that as a list, a top 10 movies list. We've never done that, have we? If we have, dude, we've had a lot of episodes and we added this guy to the fucking show.
I
I
let's
know
do
we've
it again.
never done it with this guy on the fucking
Let's
show.
do it again.
We should do that. Do you want to do that next episode?
Yeah, like a top 10 must see movie.
Just your top 10 favorite movies.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like movies, you would be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
dude, you
You
should
go
see
see
this."
this. All right.
No, I don't even, not even movies. No, just your favorite fucking movie. Because they might be some people are going to look at you sideways. It doesn't matter. These are your favorite, not movies you tell, hey, you should watch this. But like when you tell me your top 10 list, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what you know what? Does that make sense?
Mhm.
That's what
Sure.
I want. When we tell our top 10, you're like, oh, 100%. No order, not 1 through 10. If you want to,
All right.
let's make it known now. But like, I don't
want to have to rank them. That's too much
Yeah,
work.
that's not. I don't.
Yeah,
it's
because
not cool.
I'm a guy. It depends on the day. What my
Right.
favorite movie might be.
Right? And like
Yeah.
8 through 10 might move out,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they got to sit on 12. I don't know.
It's true. It's
What's
true.
next week?
Mo-
Next week,
movies,
top 10.
dude. I went and saw 28 Years Later.
Yeah. How'd that
Ooh,
go?
How was that?
It's good, dude. I like it.
Is it?
Now, I did not know until last week that this was part one of a two-part
Oh,
whole story for 28 Years Later. But it ends it's a cliffhanger kind of ending, but I want to know more because
Right.
it got outrageous because it's just, this is 28 years after the infection and what we've gone through. And I'll tell you what, when I think it was 2, when the father runs out and like leaves his wife and kid in the house to be eaten, and that's the beginning of the movie, and you're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
This one, same drop in the beginning of the movie. It was the same, like, you're in it going, I'm agitated, I'm nervous about what's happening here, and this is just the start of the movie, and then you're like, oh, whoa, that's fucked up. So another good opener into it. I would say go see it. It just ends in a way where I heard people complaining about the ending, and I get it. It's because we have no idea where we're going from here. What are we doing? And Cillian Murphy is supposed to be in part 2. So, it was a good movie.
I can't wait to see it.
I remember watching fucking 28 Days Later. And it was one of my first deployments. I was in the military. That movie just, they had a vibe, so dude. It was just so like,
what if London was all dead?
I was like, what? That was, I'll never, the tunnel scene and going in the build. That shit gives me the heebie-jeebies to this day.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Goes out and
just there's so many like of those iconic scenes from that like genre, that type of zombie where looking up and the blood hits the guy in the eye and he's just like, get away, and you're like, one of your favorite guys is now going to be turning and now he's raging.
Right.
Like,
those are the most terrifying. Those are the most I love the traditional slow, just want to kill you.
The run, fuck you monsters.
That's the ones that run and chase you. I Am Legend, 28 week month.
Dawn of the Dead.
What was it? Dawn of the Dead, where they ran.
When you first see the dude missing an arm and he takes off running after him, you're like, oh no, rule breaker.
Yeah. And the guy's like at the fucking T corner, and the one fucking semi T-bones a car in front of him, and the zombies running down the street. But I'm like,
no.
Yeah.
And these are those guys.
Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So
it's a trip. Definitely a good movie. There's a lot of stuff inside that I don't want to spoil because it's cool seeing. I didn't see really any trailers going into it. I just knew it was coming. And I heard like the basic premise of what's going on. But
even the trailers didn't have a lot.
It does not tell you anything that's happening in there. It's good. It's worth it.
The trailers relied on what you knew about the last movie.
Doing it again. Was that you see the guy stand up in the grass and you're like, oh no, that's Cillian Murphy's character. Well,
we'll see.
We'll see. Check it out. Check it out.
You don't know.
Good movie. There's a few. Looks like they're coming out. Good horror movies coming out.
Times the microwave. And we'll trip the circuit. I didn't want to lose the whole show.
Oh, that'd be no buenos. He's reaching through.
Happy about Negan, Chris. I have not watched any of that. We've been meaning to pick up again, but after season 10, things kind of got tired and cable, and we moved on. And it was like, oh, we'll watch it again, and we just haven't. So
I'm right there with you, dude. When the regular Walking Dead ended, like I pushed through because I was such a super fan of the show.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. I got season 2.
Yeah, dude. Like I had so much hope for Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I was so like I really thought we were gonna live in the fall of society for a long time.
I think what killed that was when they killed Nick off, the attic kid that was gonna pull them all together because he left the show for whatever reason. When they killed his character off, it was like, man, he was the only guy I was rooting for.
I still thought we were gonna watch the downfall of society.
Yeah.
So much longer than we did. Like they really played it out. Like we're gonna see what it's like when your fucking family still has to go to work because you got bills to pay.
Right. But
even
meanwhile,
like
what's this movie?
Oh, we were talking about the promise and hope we had for like Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, Fear! I expected so much more out of Fear.
So much hope, man.
And they just
over all the things that I wanted.
2 episodes were like,
And then when we get to like New Mexico, or when we get to Mexico, like I was still there, dude, because I lived in New Mexico. I lived in the Southwest. I was born in California. Like, so like they still had me. Like, this feels familiar. I can feel the heat from, all that. I was there, and I was just like
the
fuck
scene,
this up, man.
the scene in the aqueduct.
Yeah.
That this is going to be so fucking good. And then it was literally 2 episodes. The next episode, they were at that base where nothing fucking happened for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then they had to go to the boat.
And then old boy lets the fucking horde go.
Right.
I was just like,
yeah,
oh man, I want to see kids struggle on their walk to school, and they see some weird fucker walking up the road. He's trying to eat their kids when they go to school, and their mom doesn't believe him or something. Just shit. I want to see off the way it started. I was like, yes,
cool. You got a hot zone. There's probably some spots where there isn't really so hot, and you're going to see that. I got to go to work, honey, but LA looks like it's got some problems, don't you think?
Right.
Wasn't the one kid's parent or something worked at the school?
Yeah,
there was a whole bunch about
that whole first episode was off the charts, and then it just shit.
Yep, didn't do shit with it all.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, no, getting rid of Rick leaving the show was the worst thing that happened to The Walking Dead. When Rick
was that turning point, because we started losing, just everybody was spinning off. You had Maggie spinning off that she was going to go off with Negan. And then you had what's his name, old boy going.
Yeah, but that stuff didn't come to fruition till
later.
Rick. Yeah, but that's
right. But that's how I think that's how the downfall of it is. All of the good characters are just moving.
Yeah, they were killing them off. They killed off the kid. They killed off Carl, and then I was just like, you can't do that. This is
that was comic book accurate though.
The end of Walking Dead was when Glenn survived the dumpster. That was when it was all.
No, the end of it is when Negan showed up and killed fucking Glenn.
Oh yeah. But I mean, he shouldn't have survived the dumpster. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that was when they started to lose the thread.
Yep.
And then
that pissed a lot of people off.
So then they overcorrected and they were like, "We're going to kill him first thing,"
and they killed him
of the new season.
Even though Abraham was supposed to die with a chick.
Yeah, because that season ended with Negan having them all lined up.
And we don't know who gets killed.
Right.
And remember, we sat on. I know. Oh,
that was.
Are they going to be comic book accurate? Are they going to make us this? Is this going to happen?
Right.
And then they hit Abraham, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Yep.
And then they hit.
Yep. Literally, the two people that were the most interesting characters on the screen, they just.
I took Negan though. I love Negan in the comic.
No, I absolutely.
So I was along for the ride, and I will rewatch because of Negan.
See, I don't like Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, I like him too. So the fact that he's playing the guy, that's why I'll do it.
I feel like most people like him, so I definitely understand that I'm the outlier here. But he's never done anything that I've been like, oh, I like that guy.
The one that when we all knew that Negan character was coming, the one person they talked about a lot and I really wanted him to do was Henry Rollins.
That would have been good.
That was a big talk of having Henry Rollins playing Negan.
Henry Rollins would have been good at playing.
He could pull off the comic book, at least the comic book look of Negan, I think.
Right.
And pull that off.
But I definitely agree that Jeffrey Dean Morgan gave Negan a whole fucking persona that when you read the comic book, it's that character now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I have a movie. You have
go ahead.
The latest on the Starfighter, the Star Wars movie directed by Sean Levy, starring Ryan Gosling and Mia Goth. Which can somebody bring her up on this? I don't know.
Mia Goth. She is in Pearl and Triple X. She's the. I love her, man. She is awesome in those movies too.
Oh, okay.
In Pearl, she is the best.
Yeah. So I didn't know because Ryan Gosling stole the show with that announcement. Being directed by Sean Levy, who's done the Deadpool and Wolverine and a lot of stuff with Ryan.
I like Sean Levy.
Ryan Reynolds. So, but yeah, Starfighter movie is gearing up for production in the fall of 2025 with a May 28, 2027 scheduled release. So I'm still here for it. I've heard a lot of stuff. I've read some things that Sean Levy has nothing but great praise for how Ryan Gosling is approaching this, how he's trying to do this character, what he wants. So I feel like there's genuine love of people who want to do the show, do the movie justice, do it right. Because nobody gets to say you're right, wrong, or indifferent because they're making their own thing. So,
well, this is kind of like what Rogue Squadron turned into. Because we were going to get that movie and then everything got canceled.
Right.
And now we're announced this is, I think, taking Rogue Squadron to that moment. So
that's what I thought we were.
I'm here for it, man. I think could be good. There was something I was reading before about it's retconning something.
That Starfighter is?
Yeah.
That's what I assumed it was.
Nobody knows what it's about.
Yeah. I assumed it was a retcon of that.
No, I read something that it was going to do something with so I don't know.
Okay.
That's not retconning. That's just writing. That's stupid.
You don't know what you're talking about, writing person guy.
I don't know why you wrote that as retcon. That's dumb.
Yeah,
it's basically replacing Rogue Squadron. Is what he was.
One of the
to say.
things that I think a lot of people get confused about is they get these foreshadowings from like Disney or these studios or whatever. They're like, we're working on a thing to do this, and we're working on a thing to do this. Like, we're working on a thing doesn't mean we're making it.
Right.
It means we're working on it. And then sometimes when you work on something, you go, nope, this idea just ain't no good.
Well, I think too, so many people, we live in the instant society. So many people are grasping for information so they can write and talk to tell somebody about
24 hours.
Because I need you to get the clicks to come to my page. And
what I'm real interested to hear about is what these movie studios do with AI as far as like, I got this character, this character, this character. They say these things. It looks like this. And then they let the AI write it 2 or 3 different ways and be like, you know what? We like this way. We're going to shoot this. You know what I mean? Not so much.
I'm
like
sure we've probably even done that.
I bet you some of that shit's been happening.
I bet you some scripts have already ChatGPT approved, man.
That's what I mean. Like, I think that makes an interesting tool when you go, I want to see this. And then it spits it out in 8 minutes or whatever, instead of your graphic design team working on it for 3 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? For storyboarding purposes, like
absolutely. But it's technology changes. I mean, you go from look at schools.
Yeah.
Schools, a lot of schools, maybe not necessarily the schools in here where we live, but their schools went from chalkboards to whiteboards to smartboards.
Yeah.
Like, it's all digital. They get on there with these smart pens and markers that can connect and do and all the things. Like, technology and time changes, and it's it's gotta you can't stay stagnant to the thing. Like, me and you talk about it at our job all the time. I'm blown the fuck away by it. It's 2025 and we use shit from World War II.
Yeah.
I don't, but we also are in the aerospace world where if it's not broke, don't fucking fix it, because that might break it.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
and every time they try to do things a new way,
it doesn't work.
Find out they can't. It's insane to me. Like, in a world where you're like, hey, we can't get new technology to do this thing. Well, then why don't you just make this machine out of new parts? Like, why are we using this thing that's, 65, 70 years old? You can fabricate a new one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the mojo.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a computer system behind it. Just make a new mechanical one. And these people are we have a machine that literally takes strip of metal and bends it into coil. It's like a slinky, right?
Right.
That goes inside of hoses so it doesn't collapse under vacuum.
Yeah.
Right. So this machine was made in 1978. It barely works. A lot of times, like, it's just broke.
Right.
Right.
Keep it running, keep it feeding.
And and it doesn't matter how many times we say to these guys, you need a new one of these.
Right.
They're like, no.
You don't understand the blood
you
we sacrificed
need
in order to have
a
the
new
devil give you
one.
this.
It's so wild when you're in these companies. You like the money they won't spend on this, but they'll waste on that. You're like,
Well,
they just bought 200-inch
doing?
TVs for their cool media room. 2 of them. 100-inch TVs. You know how much a 100-inch TV costs?
those walls are not cheap.
yeah, dude. And then you're looking around and you're like, we need this tooling, and they refuse to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
at the same time, we're talking about like the movie industry that moves at a fucking lightning fast pace. New technology. New technology.
Yeah.
Remember when those red cams came?
But still,
Came out?
but still, like, it's not gonna take over all of it.
No.
I mean, yes, it's gonna something, just like a lot of there's no more stop go animation. Nobody uses models to build shit. Like,
Yeah.
Star Wars does it for a few things, for ships, just to give you that aesthetic, to make you feel like Star Wars from the 70s and 80s. But for the most part, nobody really does that shit. Everybody uses CGI now. It's all computer. So like I said, it's changing and moving and maintaining and upgrading with how things are. It's just I don't think you'll be able to get rid of like the movie star and shit.
No.
Like that. You'll be able to make the movie star do stuff, but you can't get rid of the movie star, because when I get to see the movie star that they did a charitable cause that I caught wind of, I want to go pay attention to their movies a little bit more. Oh, did you see that they did the celebrity baseball game or whatever thing, and they hit a home run? Holy fuck, you mean that dumb fuck from the movie can hit fucking home? I'm going to see this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't get rid of the movie star. I think there's always going to be music stars and movie stars. I definitely believe it's watered down, and it'll be watered down, but like AI and shit like that will take over the scripts.
Yeah.
But somebody still have to have solid ideas to morph.
So here's what
mold.
I notice about
Hello, Smrecking Bear.
AI as a just premise, right?
Yeah.
AI, even if it becomes we'll call it sentient, right? Which it'll never be sentient. It'll just be too close to sentient to
What's the
tell
argument?
the difference.
Where is it? Where do you draw that line?
Just because you can mimic a thing doesn't mean it's the thing.
Okay.
Right.
But anyway, you just, all it can do is iterate and blend things that are. Like it's never going to be able to whole cloth dream up
It can't
something
make,
all
it
on its own.
can't- Yeah, it's gonna take
Right.
shit from other things.
Right,
It's gonna
right.
pull.
It's
It's
gonna
never
need
just gonna
input.
give a story based on nothing. But at the same time, and we see it when we watch these television shows lately with Star Wars, everything's doing pretty much a callback. It gives you a callback. It's based on, even Star Wars is based on the hero's journey.
Right.
And then every movie is supposed to be a hero's journey, or you know what I mean? So like it's all based off of something.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know.
Well, that's why you have to keep AI on its toes, baked potato, and say things that really don't cauliflower into a sentence.
Right. I have noticed a lot of that.
Flonase,
It's
man.
funny.
Yeah.
Flonase applesauce.
Fucking
Right.
turtles.
Bang.
You know what I
Turtles
mean?
and broccoli, bitch.
Crispy dicks.
All those escape podders, they're still doing that same thing.
Dude, those videos.
Guy in the CIA van's pissing his pants.
Those videos that you put out on TikTok are fucking hysterical.
They're great.
Yeah,
Dude.
good.
The
I
one
love
where with the Indian
Almost
doctor lady that wants you to call her at the end.
Call me.
I'm both
Stuff,
offended, sick, and call me or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm like,
I love them. They're good.
oh man,
I'll keep bringing them. Keep bringing. I just got to meet these people on the streets and interview them.
yeah, it's good shit.
She was my optometrist.
Yeah, she was your Doppler.
Then I met the mermaid tamer, and he was a nice fellow.
Mhm. I love though that AI like reviews our backlog. It's like none of this makes sense from a real logistical standpoint.
Yeah, they're like, no, we
I
don't
don't
know.
So,
get it.
If,
I don't get it.
if AI is learning about the human race from us, it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, they're like, they never wore pants.
Yeah.
They never worked. They started off the show telling people.
You want to know how you get Terminators? This is how you get
This is how
Terminators.
you get
I
Terminated.
can't take it.
We've got to do something.
Oh fuck. You gotta. Oh, let's talk about fucking the Ironheart debacle.
Oh yeah, let's bring this up. I don't want to call it a debacle, but like in our situation, we'll call it a debacle.
It feels pretty
Because
debacle-ish.
here's the thing. I had no fucking I knew that Ironheart was coming out eventually,
Yeah.
right? I knew this was a thing that was in the pipeline. I knew it was coming. I'm on YouTube today. I'm on TikTok, and people are talking reviews for episode 1, 2, and 3 of fucking Ironheart. Horrible marketing.
Yeah.
Horrible mark. I didn't see this shit on TikTok.
I
see
didn't
it on
know.
Instagram. I didn't see it on Facebook. I don't get on the TV, so it's
There's nothing came
2025.
across.
Where the fuck was your marketing?
Right.
Zero.
And I follow Marvel. I follow specific characters that Marvel has created TikToks. Like, what the fuck's going on, dudes?
Yeah, and you know this didn't used to happen as much, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but you notice there just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of much of anything that breaks through anything anymore.
Dude, I know the Fantastic Four and Superman fucking coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
In fact, that Fantastic Four movie just got another trailer. I
Yeah,
didn't watch it because I'm already going to
right,
see it.
I haven't watched it either, but I'm just saying, like, the marketing for this is not good, dude.
That's
And
why I think
want
it's a
it to-
debacle.
I want it to be good. But I've also heard that this show is going to start introducing, because they're bringing Doctor Doom on board, it's bringing the magic and the technology together, and you're going to start seeing it woven through this show.
Yeah.
So, like, cool. I'm glad you're doing that. That'll be interesting, but you better fucking sell it.
Do you think it's Disney, kind of like where Bears just said? I think they're just testing the grounds for Ironheart type shows. I think we're not going to throw anything behind it because we're not sure how it's going to go.
Maybe.
You know,
Yeah, we
like,
don't
or
wanna-
maybe which in the end, dude, that's going to work against people reviewing your shit too, because you're going to be like, hey, you didn't market this worth of shit. Why would I care?
Here's the other thing that I wanted to bring up about this show. And don't take this as an admonishment of the show, because it's not. And I'm gonna watch the show regardless. Like, it's not like, oh fuck that, I'm out. You know how people get.
Yeah.
But in the first episode, and I mean before the fucking title card comes up, there was already like a transgender dude. Yeah, definitely it was a guy, or had been. And there was a long-winded diatribe about how different things are for young black girls, which I'm like, you guys been fucking dancing on this third rail for the last like 4 or 5 years, and there's a segment of the population's like, knock it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I need you to knock it off, but I'm like, why are you guys standing on your dicks?
I gotta see
Well,
it. I can't see
and
that.
honestly,
I haven't seen
it ends up being that when it comes to these superhero movies, especially, we're looking to escape, to look at somebody. I don't think we're looking as deep into, I need to know every bit of backstory to every little marginalization that you've come through on your entire life to get there. I think it's
Ignorantly,
just a
maybe.
long-winded way of saying things, to accept me. I just,
Right.
okay, do something cool.
I
Right.
think
Entertain me.
I think ignorantly, I think Spider-Man is one of the characters that ruined that because Spider-Man was looked at as so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man at that time specifically is where Spider-Man was the everyday dude. He had to work, he had to go to school, he got bit by this rain. So now he's got this. So I think everybody tries to create this character that I need you to know my character, where they come from, so you can maybe not you, but knows what I'm saying. I need you to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they want, because I have no idea. And like I said, I haven't seen this scene, what you're talking about. I have no idea what it's like to grow up as a young African American.
No. Or a transgender guy.
If
I don't know.
Yeah. So if you have to give me a little exposition at the beginning for what I'm okay with that. Because I don't know.
The movie Sinners, a lot of people were giving it crap because it was supposedly, putting out their, make sure white privilege kind of thing, because it was the white vampires that brought into the black neighborhood. That being said, you brought me to a Jim Crow era, Louisiana, sharecroppers. Like, it brings you to the time. You see what they're talking about.
That sounds appropriate though.
And we're going through their, like, the brothers' life as they got here, and this is what they're dealing with, and this is what they're doing for the community of people. This is what they're going to do. And then the monsters come in. So yeah, it's a period piece in there.
Right.
You weren't throwing this specific finger point. Like, I want to relate to you. No, sit the fuck down. Not you. You.
Right.
And I think it's that specific finger point where we should all be able to find something in us that we can relate to a superhero. And let's look past the gender, the color, and I think that was, I always say it's like growing up, we would try to look past the color. Like, we're all people. We're all people. We're all people. And now I think with identity politics being as big as it is, it seems like we're separating everybody again.
Right. Right.
And I think we got to kind of regroup where we're still all people. But that's just,
well, like the way this scene was set up, the one with the guy, it was set up like typing on the keyboard, like long nails. Like, it implies that, hey, there's a woman who's the tech person, like,
right,
because it's a heist. Okay. So they're in the van on the laptop, like long fingernails with like bejeweled shit on it.
Oh shit, son. Bejeweled.
And so that
changes everything.
And then it goes on and does some other shit, and you're like, oh, and and then next scene is the two guys in the van. The camera is specifically oriented so the driver is kind of over here, trans guy with the keyboard front and center. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, that's the third rail. Like, just have him exist. Like,
you're
what's the statement for?
It is, and it's a statement. It's a statement saying, like, we're with you. We're an ally, and this is a show. What? Do that. I'll do that in the article afterwards. Like, let's worry about the story. This is why people stop watching, is because you're making statements and not writing a story.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking. I don't give a
who cares what the statement is?
Give the dude his flowers. He was fine in the scene.
Right.
But why was the scene constructed that way? That's why I'm like, come on. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
And I'm interested to hear like a completely different read on that.
If it was shot the same way and it was just a dude, would you care? Does it matter? If it was just a chick, does it matter? Because if they framed it the exact same way,
right,
and you watched or you watched nails and then it cut every way, but then when it finally showed you and it was just an actual woman, or that there was no nails and then it was a dude, does it matter? Do you care then?
I don't care now, really.
Yeah, you do, because you're bringing it up on the show. We're talking about it.
My issue is people get pissed off about this, and Disney keeps doing it.
My question about it is, if it was just a dude or a chick and they shot it the exact same way, would you look at it? It was like they framed a single female white, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
because that's the way you're looking at it is I haven't seen this.
Mhm.
This is purely off of what you're telling me.
Right.
They framed it a specific way to where that's what you said. So if they framed it to where I looked at a dude, a white dude, a black dude,
right,
a white chick, a black chick, an Asian chick, I don't give a fuck, right? Your typical, what you're used to normally seeing. Do you bat an eye or do we keep going?
I'm going to say it 2 different ways.
Okay. I want to listen in both ways.
One way is I probably wouldn't have noticed.
Right.
The other way is I do frequently go, why the fuck was that shot framed that way? Like, that is a trait of mine.
Fair.
So
Fair, but
I
like,
acknowledge that as well.
right.
But I probably wouldn't have noticed in this instance.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So like, I don't see where people get caught up. Like,
I think that's the problem, is that identity politics has become so widespread on both sides of a political aisle, if you wanted to look at it as a political stance, or just in basic, people needing to identify as,
right,
where we're prone to see the differences now instead of not batting an eye because it was, it's just done. And I think Disney has a point of like coming out in the beginning of a show or a movie and saying, this is where we are. Yeah. And a lot of people have taken to that, and Disney's doubled down on it. Good or bad, whether you agree with it or not, I kind of think that's how it comes off. And it's one of those where I think we're more prone to see it because it's in our face that you have to choose a side. You have to have this, you have to have that. You should be, what do you identify as? Or what do I identify you as?
Right.
Where,
well, look at like Blue Beetle, right? Disney in every advertisement, and really even the beginning of Blue Beetle was like, this is about a Mexican family. Watch it. You know what I mean? And like, there was a lot of people in the the media sphere that was like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And very much the same thing with what was the one with the little Indian girl that we ended up really liking?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. We really liked that show. So we're definitely not shitting on it. But they were in all of the media blitz that came before that, they were like, we made a show about an Indian family.
Right.
And you're like, no, you made a show.
You
just made a show.
Right.
Right.
And this is the way that I'm immediately
you also
with
have
this. I'm like, it's just a show.
And you have the actors and actresses that have been very outspoken working for Disney to be like,
right,
this is this. I mean, the best one alone is Snow White, where like not only were you coming out with your politics over, but you came out with such arrogance that both sides looked at you and went, "Oh, you dumb! I ain't watching it."
Yeah.
So
what was the movie where the director or the show where the director was like, I want to do this to really mess with men or something? I forget what she said.
Oh yeah.
It was like,
I don't know.
Why?
No clue.
Like,
it wasn't very. What was the last Star Wars show that came out?
The Acolyte. Oh no, that was from the Acolyte, and that wasn't the full clip. It was taken out of complete context. And when you actually, I know exactly what we're talking. And when you look at that and you actually look into it, you look foolish.
Well,
but
maybe.
But that's what it was. Somebody cut a thing to make it look like she said a thing talking about, and it wasn't what it was.
Oh, okay.
That's the world we live in too, is out of context.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of people, I can cut you watch them all the time. People cut news commercials with somebody like they were on the scene and it matches up grainily. You're like, and then they're like, and then that motherfucker was gone. And you're like, they don't say that on CNN. You know what I mean? You're like, so like, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just remember like it being a thing where they made a giant stink about it.
But that's another one, is the girl that played OSHA was like that really played off of the identity politics of politics. Like it was conservative men that are not doing it. Was like one of those, that's not. And you sitting here doing your nails, acting like you've got it harder now, just makes me angry, and I don't care.
Nothing teaches somebody that's wrong that they're wrong by telling them that they're wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you do is you show people why they're wrong by showing them more information.
we should all be thinking if somebody goes low that you go high. There should never really be a we go lower.
For sure.
You know, like this is how that's like breaking the golden rule. Don't be a dick. So
like I almost wonder if somebody in Disney is like, if we push these edges, it'll do a lot of our marketing for us.
See, I want to address Chris's like CNN ain't an incredible news source. That's fine. Look, I don't give a fuck about news sources. That's how little I give a fuck about news. I'm just using it as an example because it's all gross. I don't give a fuck if you're going to sit here and say it's the greatest or this. All of it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I don't give a shit.
60% of news revenue comes from big pharma.
Exactly. So like, if you're getting that, and I'm not listening, bro. Like,
I don't do any news anymore from anything that's on the TV.
Yeah,
right.
Like I get, you know, if it'll come from.
It's back to AM radio. It's a good one.
I listen to a lot of podcasters.
Some fucking moonshiner stuck in the woods doesn't even know he's still doing it. It's fucking cranking it out.
Dude,
I listen to Rogan,
and some Google searches.
Like
TikTok and Google searches will give you some more news than you'll actually get by watching the fucking news. Because you're like, oh shit, did that happen?
Oh, it did happen. You know how to verify this shit, you can find out.
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds where you're like, instead of saying, hey, did you hear this happened over there? You could say, hey, did this happen over there?
Right.
Instead of spreading the stupid shit, because there's been plenty of times like, that can't be real. Oh, it was. Or the opposite. Like, that's
right. Yeah. It's very much like, if you're,
I'm jealous of you, Smirking Bear.
If
it
you're
is
just,
for me too, though.
What's Canadian news like, Smirking Bear? Like, do you guys have that kind of polarization up there?
It's just the end at 6 o'clock. Like, all right, 2 hours. Let's pack
there was a car accident today. Both guys said
Paul
sorry,
Harvey
and they moved on.
Logical. I used to love Paul Harvey. Yeah, it's interesting. Like. And, you know, like this last, I know we talked about this before, like this last bit when things got crazy with tariffs and shit like that. And all the people over in China are like, oh, no, fuck off. We're just going to tell you what it's like here.
Right.
And you're like, wait, whoa. That's not what the fucking media has been telling me for the last 20 years.
That happened when the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
That they were showing like, oh, we live better than you.
Yeah.
Your fucking grapes cost $6.99. Ours cost 69 cents.
Yeah, but like when the tariffs came out, like they were literally going, well, no. That Louis Vuitton bag that you pay $600 for, that's made down the street.
Yeah.
Like they sew the fucking label on later.
I just thought it was funny that people didn't know that.
I mean, I always knew that to a degree.
I don't know. I was just like,
it's been talked about like Nike sweatshops and shit forever.
Like all of it is. It's all.
No, Apple. There's an Apple facility where they put the phones together. They have nets outside the fucking building, so that way, if you jump,
so people don't commit suicide.
They can like collect your ass and put you back to work.
Yep.
No, our problems are fucked up, dude. We got like meth addicted children. You guys are
our one biggest problem. Is we're so busy fighting each other over the dumbest of shit instead of like trying to better each other's lives.
In Smirking Bear's defense, the last like I don't know 6 months to a year politically over there has been kind of bizarre.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention.
It's been weird.
Politics. I barely ever pay attention.
It's the pendulum, dude. It's if you're just staying out of the simple part, it's the pendulum. You go left, and then you go right, and then you go left, and then the further you left you go, the further right you end up going.
Right.
And then sometimes you end up in the middle, and then some asshole comes in and goes, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
So trying to pay attention to any of it.
Yeah, and that's the problem is like you fight with people and you argue with people and stuff. Like we all still have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Every time I get out of it for a while and I'm like, hey, I feel good about being out of it. And then somebody does something so batshit crazy. I'm like, the what? No,
I just don't even pay attention.
Yeah,
it's always paying attention to you, even if you ain't paying attention.
Yeah.
I did like hearing the headline of Trump just saying They don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. That is the best fucking presidential line ever given, because that's what I feel like too.
We need to turn that into a soundbite so I can put it on the board.
Yes. Fuck yeah. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's all over the internet.
Oh, it is. It's everywhere.
I mean, Trump legit says the F word like hard.
Yeah, it was a hard F too. It was great. It was just, it was
talking
mad
about Israel and Iran. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
They've been fighting for so long. They don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. And he walked away. That was beautiful.
That was the one thing that I've heard him say that I've been the most like, yeah.
He gets
100%.
Fuck yeah. We all,
this guy
said
fucking
the thing.
gets it.
He fucking said the thing, dude.
I'm finding a T-shirt with Trump's face and that saying on it. I'm buying it for this.
I know, Chris. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh God.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was one of those like
we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
It was like a hot mic moment, except
he
like
came
he
back
knew the mic was on.
Yeah, he came back to speak.
Find me. Find me. I'll take the FAA fine. Let's go.
He was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna tell it how it is.
I wonder if the FCC sends a fucking fine to the White House.
Whatever. Yeah, no, I don't think
we didn't know we couldn't go live with him. What the fuck? Have you not been paying attention for the past?
Do you not see what's going on?
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. That's all I got, dude.
So yeah, we narrowly saved ourselves from World War III, and the president said fuck on TV.
Listen, if there's gonna be nukes, let it be first thing in morning our time, because I don't want to come home from work to nukes.
Yes.
No, right?
That'd be bullshit, bro. I'd be like, you fucking kidding me? All day.
Think you're logging into the Xbox, start shaking, fucking no signal.
And you're like, you son of a bitch, and you get the whole like fallout. Fuck,
motherfucker!
You know,
bigger than my thumb.
It's interesting though. There's been 2 or 3 times in the last like couple of weeks where it's clearly it's in the back of my head, as much as I'm trying not to pay any attention. But like today, the internet went out at work, just on our computers over in Quality, and there was a little thought in the back of my head. I'm like, I wonder if they dropped a bomb.
What if they did it?
You know what I mean? It's
good
so
Lord, bro.
I will say, growing up as Gen X, tail end of Gen X, we grew up being afraid of nukes, and when they said it, it's kind of like, again, guys,
with the
nukes.
Again,
we're over there dick waving. Whose fucking nuke is bigger?
Assured destruction. I seen a fucking AI meme on Facebook too, where there was some character that said World War III, and then there was Gen Z, like chasing them, going like sick of life, Gen Z. They're like chasing World War III, and World War III is like, what the fuck?
Go, man.
But I mean, like, that is legit. There's an entire generation of like our kids' age that are like, I don't know, I want to do this.
Right.
I don't know. Right.
Right. These things are really crazy. And we kind of have to tell them, listen, it's always been crazy.
Right.
You just hear about it way more. In fact, there were times we didn't know a movie was coming out until it was hitting the theaters. And then we had to fight people. There was a time where we wanted a stuffed animal, and his name was George, and he had a signature on his butt, and our parents beat other people to get them.
Yes.
So things have always been crazy. You just, we've been keeping you away from it, and now you're seeing it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep, for sure. Think about all the fucking crazy shit that was happening in global politics when we were young that we had no idea happened.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I wish I could go back to that 1,000% right now.
Right.
And we always we always used to find out shit like weeks after it actually happened.
I never found anything out, dude. I don't even know anything
I don't even know
about nothing.
I do nothing.
With you
nobody know how.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know, man. You guys find out. Nobody told me. G.I. Joes and Teenage Mutant Ninja
Good
Turtles.
God. Your parents were in the military, too. That's
I
the
know,
best part.
bro. That's the best part. I was hunkered in my room, dude.
I love it,
bro.
I love it.
We had to battle with Shredder. It was intense. Okay.
It makes me happy every time I remember that you're just like, no,
No.
No.
Somebody's got to be like that.
And it's me,
No.
dude. I'll save everybody, bro.
But
And he's
You're better off.
my yin yang on this.
I'll
Like
just save everybody. It'll be okay.
Right.
we definitely see this like from different perspectives. Both are valid, but different.
He's Stan from South Park. Maybe I should get political
sweet.
too.
My TSA pre-check just got approved. I don't
She's
have to
all-
wait in that long ass line no more.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Well, I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
It was like $80, but
No.
like Erin almost missed her plane the other day because TSA was about 40 minutes heavy
Oh,
for
geez.
like no reason.
For nothing.
They were running to their plane, and I'm
They
like,
were getting
no.
those $10 fucking, yo, your bag's too big.
Yeah, yeah,
No, they don't do that till you get to the fucking gate.
yeah. They
Right.
already got you in.
They get you
Yeah.
anywhere from there to there.
Yep.
Oh no, you can't take shit back to your car.
that.
No.
Oh
I'll never.
What do you mean
fly
I can't take
Frontier ever
shit
no,
again.
Frontier for $75 ensured that 3 grown men will never fly on their airline again.
Ever.
Isn't that wild?
Ever.
Could you imagine as a
For
CEO
$75
being like,
bucks.
Yep, $75. We're willing to lose 3 potential clients for
Right.
40 years.
That seem to make this vacation route every year.
Yeah.
Son of a
Yeah, you can get fucked.
Enjoy that, sir.
get fucked, Karen.
Chris is like, I'm about to get that TSA thing too. Do it, dude. Do it. You don't even got to take your fucking belt off.
Whoa.
You can wear it.
I know. See, that's where you're fucked. You should never be on an airplane where you're needing a belt as a
No,
situation.
I don't. I wear
Okay.
I wear like track pants
There
or
you
something.
go, dude. There you
But-
go. So, or sweatpants,
but
basketball
like-
shorts.
You know how if you have a hoodie or whatever, they make you take that shit off with the TSA pre-check? They don't.
Hell no. It's not necessary.
No, none of it is.
I
It's
don't
all
understand
bullshit.
it. We're going through the fucking x-ray machine and it can't see through the clothes, but it's come on.
But it
I have
can
to wear-
see that I have a fucking plate in my foot.
Right. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid faces.
Stupid.
Dumbasses.
Yeah.
And I
Fuck
used to
you.
go through the machines wearing shoes.
Yeah.
I was alive then. Dumbass.
And another thing.
Tell him, dude.
Get it.
How come if I have a bag of M&Ms
Ooh.
in my suitcase,
Hmm.
the guy says, well, it might be a bomb.
I think it's 'cause-
How come you can see the fucking M&Ms, but you can't see the label on the bag?
because he's hungry. He's stealing your shit.
He wanted your fucking
He's like,
M&M.
I bet you every time, dude, he's like, hey, I got trash over here, bud.
Yeah.
And he just takes it from you, and he's got right above
Ow.
there. There's a little.
Ow.
He just sets it in
Ow.
a little fucking cabinet. Comes back, he's like, I'm sorry, dude. He's
Ah.
fucking eating your fucking peanut.
You remember
butter
that
threw them
TSA
away.
guy that
Do you want
punched
the
me in the
wrapper?
dick?
No, dude, he was flicking your beans. He
Dude,
was just blah, blah.
I know we told this story,
He
but
was
like
just finger boxing.
we went through
It was
TSA. I told the guy I just had vasectomy. Like,
That's probably why you shouldn't have told him.
He was
yeah,
like,
no
"Oh,
shit. It's like somehow because I
He
got a
took it-
vasectomy.
He took his day out on you.
He's
He was
probably
like,
a fucking
"Fuck this
Mormon,
guy.
and he's like, birth control, we don't do that.
Fuck this guy.
You don't do that. You
Wow.
soak, you fucking re.
That's right. You make all the babies.
Yeah,
Put you right in your
soak it
nut.
Soak it in that their butthole.
Oh,
Wait, you can't do that.
I don't love
You can.
TSA. I got no love for TSA.
None. They don't have any love for you, apparently.
No,
It's
they
like,
don't. They don't love you at all. They punch you in your fucking
They're like, oh, why'd you sap?
little split open sack.
That almost brings me
Your little
all
welded
the way
shut
back.
sack. Dow!
That brings me all the way back to where we
Get it.
started at Walmart.
Walmart, friend.
Oh,
Talk about Walmart.
sack
Why,
tap?
when I go to TSA and I'm waiting in a long ass line, there's 4 machines that don't have a crew.
Mm.
Just like when I go to fucking Walmart, every one of the aisles is closed and I'm waiting in line to check myself out.
Because of shareholders.
Dude,
Fuck
sure,
'em.
right? It's because of the khakis, dude. None of them have
First, we get the
khakis.
khakis.
They've all
Then we
got
get
the
the
blue.
job.
Nope, they got the blue fucking dickies, not khakis. They're wearing blue dickies. That's where they got fucked,
Dickies.
guys. If it had just worn khakis and say you're wearing blue
Would've been
dickies,
fine.
way to go, dum
Fucking wearing
dums.
dickies. Fucking
Good job.
No smirking bear vasectomies don't make you a Mormon. Mormons don't believe in birth control.
Yeah.
I think that now we're gonna have to fucking call this episode the Mormon vasectomy.
the Mormon vasectomy.
I love it, dude.
That's good.
Fucking with that background, as that is the fucking clip.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
People
They're
are
like, we
what
gotta
the
watch.
fuck is
What the fuck
happening
do they
here?
mean? What are
Did
the
they do
Mormons
it?
doing?
Nuclear explosion with 3 military men and a
Jesus
fucking Mormon
Christ.
Are they
vasectomy?
doing vasectomies with M4s?
I'm in. Let's go check this shit out.
We gotta watch at least a little bit. Oh
Let's
dear
see
God,
what's going
it's a
on.
train wreck.
Yeah,
Walmart? Are you? They're going to Walmart? Are we
Can I
fucking
get this in
serious?
an AI clip?
What the fuck's going on?
All right.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I got nothing, dude. I think that's
It's
good,
good.
for
good.
a run. Next week, this guy won't be here. So me and Dragon Buddy are gonna figure that out. I think one of the things I'm leaning towards, I haven't talked to him about this, but I'm thinking of just live streaming on Twitch, just some Call of Duties.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Sounds
do
good
that.
to me.
You guys could put it out on the channel. Like
We
Chris
don't know
has
what
got-
the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, we can't do that we'll just do it on Twitch. People can follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
Murking Barrel show
We'll
up.
post it. Check out the sites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Link.
And then when this guy gets back next week, we'll do our top 10 episode, our top 10 favorite movies.
Yep. And then it should bring us right around into Superman's.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
after
man.
that, we'll probably start looking at doing another Baldur's Gate episode.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Or maybe it'd be Baldur's Gate, then Superman's.
We're
Yeah,
fucking
we'll see what's
organized.
happening. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. I can't do the math calendar.
Yeah.
Actually.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who you are, but you better hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
So good.
Ooh, Swedish chills.
All right, man. You guys have been great.
Oh,
Yeah. That's all I got.
He's not going to say the thing anymore.
I'm done. May the force be with you. Go blue.
I am Groot.
I am goo. Scott, you cuck. We love you.
They don't know what the fuck they're. Hell yeah.